metronome busted up and one worn out fuse. The silence in here isn't peace, it's pressure on my chest. It dares me everything to be better than my best. Break it with a single string. Silence only wins the rooms where nobody sings. White room silence, I will fill it up with noise. Every empty second here is space that I can use. Let the quiet hear me trying till the walls give in. White room silence, the sound has got to win. The chain across the floorboards is the leash I never wore. The chords I couldn't finish yesterday are waiting by the door. No teacher and no comment box, no numbers on a screen. Just me and what I haven't played and everything between. Break it with a single string. Silence only wins the rooms where nobody sings. White room silence, I will fill it up with noise. Every empty second here is space that I can use. Let the quiet hear me trying till the walls give in. White room silence, the sound has got to win. I used to hate the emptiness, I filled it up with fear. Now I know the emptiness is why the sound is clear. Nothing in here lies to me at all. An honest room will always tell you if it's real or not. White room silence, I will fill it up with noise. Every empty second here is space that I can use. Let the quiet hear me trying till the walls give in. White room silence, the sound has got to win. I will fill it up with noise. Every empty second here is space that I can use. Let the quiet hear me trying till the walls give in. White room silence, the sound has got to win. The sound has got to win. The sound has got to win. No one pressed a button, no one waited in the line. The only witness in the room tonight is one dim light. I played the whole thing perfectly, the best I've ever done. And when the last note faded out, the count of years was none. And I played it again because the reason wasn't them. Nobody's listening and my hands don't seem to care. The song was never made of the attention it could wear. If it only lives inside these walls, then let it live in here. Nobody's listening, I'm playing anyway. There's a version of this evening where somebody says my name. There's a version where the room stays quiet and it sounds the same. So I stopped asking permission from a crowd I'll never meet and started counting hours instead of counting seats. And I played it again because the reason wasn't them. Nobody this string down, and it argues with my form. The callus isn't finished yet, it stings the way it should. Day one of anything alive has never once felt good. Press it down and hold it there. The first one always hurts, that's only fair. First string, first flat, the string always wins today. It bites into my fingertip and doesn't move away. But skin gets hard and stubborn beats a talented complaint. First string, first blood, I'm not stopping for the pain. Nobody starts out sounding like the record in their head. There's a canyon between hearing it and playing it instead. So I stand inside the canyon with a plectrum and a flat, and I cross it for small inches at a time by hand. Press it down and hold it there. The first one always hurts, that's only fair. First string, first blood, the string always wins today. It bites into my fingertip and doesn't move away. But skin gets hard and stubborn beats a talented complaint. First string, first blood, I'm not stopping for the pain. They said if it's your calling, then it never should feel rough. But everything I ever loved has asked me to be tough. The soreness in my hand is not a sign, it's only the receipt from every hour that was mine. First string, first blood, the string always wins today. It bites into my fingertip and doesn't move away. But skin gets hard and stubborn beats a talented complaint. First string, first blood, I'm not stopping for the pain. First string, first blood, the string always wins today. It bites into my fingertip and doesn't move away. But skin gets hard and stubborn beats a talented complaint. First string, first blood, I'm not stopping for the pain. I'm not stopping for the I said I'll stop at 9 o'clock. I said it twice at 10. The take before was almost it. So here I am again. My water glass went warm and now we're back. The amp hum never quit, and I have said the last one more than I can now admit. Roll it back and count me in. Almost is the only place a good thing has ever been. One more take, the sweetest lie I owed. It's how the whole thing gets built when I'm working that just won't rest. So I promise I will put it down before it takes my best. I'll stop tonight while there's still something left. The work is not a debt I'm paying with my breath. One more take, the sweetest lie I own. It's how the whole thing gets built when I'm working here alone. Not because I'm punishing myself for what I lack. One more take because it's coming back. One more take, the sweetest lie I own. It's how the whole thing gets built when I'm working here alone. Not because I'm punishing myself for what I lack. One more take because it's coming back. Because it's coming back. One more take and then I'll rest. 4 bars in the morning and 4 bars at 3:30. The same small handful of a song is all there is of me. I could hum it in my sleep, I could play it in the dark, and it still is not the thing I want, it still falls apart. Do it once more, watch it close. The tiny change is hiding in the part that no one knows. The same 4 bars, I play them into ground, and every single time I do, I hear a different sound. It looks like standing still to anybody passing through. The same 4 bars, but they're not the same to you. The world outside is chasing something bigger every hour, and I am in a white room getting slightly better power. It isn't glamorous, it isn't anything to see. It's just a stubborn kind of love that keeps on holding me. Do it once more, watch it close. The tiny change is hiding in the part that no one knows. The same 4 bars, I play them into ground, and every single time I do, I hear a different sound. It looks like standing still to anybody passing through. The same 4 bars, but they're not the same to you. A river only ever does the one thing over and over, and that is how it carved a canyon nobody could carve. The same 4 bars, I play them into ground, and every single time I do, I hear a different sound. It looks like standing still to anybody passing through. everything that practice paid. Callous and chorus, that's the trade I signed for. Every centimeter tougher is a lie I couldn't reach before. Nobody sees the hand, they only ever hear the sound. Callous and chorus, that's how it comes around. The chorus that defeated me in April plays itself. My hands have learned the shape of it without me and my help. I didn't get it in the night, I got it in 100 ordinary evenings that looks like nothing happened. Count the layers, not the days. Skin remembers everything that practice paid. Callous and chorus, that's the trade I signed for. Every centimeter tougher is a bar I couldn't reach before. Nobody sees the hand, they only ever hear the sound. Callous and chorus, that's how it comes around. You look for proof of getting better in the wrong place every night. You want the mirror to be honest, but the hand's the one that's right. Talent is a story people tell. The callous is the part of me that's measurable and real. Callous and chorus, that's the trade I signed for. Every centimeter tougher is a bar I couldn't reach before. Nobody sees the hand, they only ever hear the sound. Callous and chorus, that's how it comes around. Callous and chorus, that's the trade I signed for. Every centimeter tougher is a bar I couldn't reach before. Nobody sees the hand, they only ever hear the sound. Callous and chorus, that's how it comes around. That's how it comes around. Callous and comes I set it slow at 60 and I hated every click. It caught me rushing every phrase, it caught me playing thick. An honest little machine that has no interest in my pride. It only tells me where I am, it never takes a side. Line it up and let it lead. Steady is a skill and not a speed. Metronome heartbeat, it's living in my chest. Somewhere in these 100 hours, it stopped being a test. Now the pulse is coming from me, and the clicking's just a friend. Metronome heartbeat, I've got the time within. I used to fight the tempo like it wanted me to lose. Now I hear it in the traffic in my ordinary shoes. It's in the way I walk to work, the rhythm of a door. The count that used to cage me is a flaw I'm standing on. Line it up and let it lead. Steady is a skill and not a speed. Metronome heartbeat, it's living in my chest. Somewhere in these 100 hours, it stopped being a test. Now the pulse is coming from me, and the clicking's just a friend. Metronome heartbeat, I've got the time within. stood before. The chords I couldn't finish left a fingerprint in air, and she's the one who greets me every time I get back there. She's not haunting, she's a guide. Every past attempt of mine is standing on my side. Practice room goes, she plays a little worse than me. She's the one from Tuesday who could barely make it clean. I used to be embarrassed, now I love her like a friend. Practice room ghost, you're the reason I can bend. There's a version from December who was heavy on the beat. There's a version from last April who was scared of her own feet. They took the hits so I would know exactly where they land. Everything they couldn't do is sitting in my hand. She's not haunting, she's a guide. Every past attempt of mine is standing on my side. Practice room goes, she plays a little worse than me. She's the one from Tuesday who could barely make it clean. I used to be embarrassed, now I love her like a friend. Practice room ghost, you're the reason I can bend. There's a version in my chest that has a warmer, wilder mouth. And every time I chase it down, the real one falls behind, playing something competent and utterly unkind. Hate it loud and hate it here. The ones who quit are never the ones who didn't care. I hate this sound, and that means I can hear the distance between what I made and what I wanted clear. A player who is satisfied has stopped a while ago. I hate this sound, so I've got room to grow. I tried it slower, tried it dirty, tried it 7 ways. I moved the fingering around, I moved it back again. The white walls give me nothing back except a flat reply, and I'm furious at 4 small bars I played 100 times. Hate it loud and hate it here. The ones who quit are never the ones who didn't care. I hate this room to grow. Where you love the thing you're making, it doesn't mean it's worthless, it means your ear is finally waking. Taste arrives before the hands catch up. The cat that's killing me is proof I'm growing up. I hate this sound, and that means I can hear the distance between what I made and what I wanted clear. A player who is satisfied has stopped a while ago. I hate this sound, so I've got room to grow. I hate this sound, and that means I can hear the distance between what I made and what I wanted clear. A player who is satisfied has stopped a while ago. I hate this sound, so I've got room to grow. So I've got room to grow. I hate this sound, and I'm playing it again. It went off like a firework right in the middle of the run. A crack across the quiet and the sentence came undone. My hand kept moving anyway across the missing line. 5 strings of one intention and the phrase came out fine. Something broke and I kept on. Look how much of it was never in the part that's gone. Snap string and the song did not stop. The music wasn't sitting in the piece that came off. I'll wind another on and I'll be tuning in a while. Snap string, but not a snapped resolve. There's a spare pack in the corner and I've done this 8 times now. The first time that it happened they sat down and I called it how it is. Now it's 90 seconds and a wire and a turd. Whatever breaks the most is what you get the best at fixing. Something broke and I kept on. Look how much of it was never in the part that's gone. Snap string and the song did not stop. The music wasn't sitting in the piece that came off. I'll wind another on and I'll be tuning in a while. Snap string, but not a snapped resolve. the baseboard and it skittered out of sight. That's the fourth time I have quit this thing forever just tonight. I sat down on the floorboards with my back against the wall and swore that I was finished with the whole ridiculous call. Let it go and let it land. Nobody was ever built to always understand. Throw the pick away, you're allowed to be this mad. Every person making something has an evening this bad. It doesn't mean the work is over, it just means you're tired. Throw the pick away, then rest until you're right. 3 long minutes on the ground and then the room got very still. And I noticed I was listening for the sound against my will. So I crawled across the floorboards and I picked the small thing up. Not because I'm disciplined, because I couldn't stop. Let it go and let it land. Nobody was ever built to always understand. Throw the pick away, you're allowed to be this mad. Every person making something has an evening this bad. It doesn't mean the work is over, it just means you're tired. Throw the pick away, then rest until you're right. Quitting for a night is not the same as walking out. The ones who last are simply the ones allowed to fall apart. Throw the pick away, you're allowed to be this mad. Every person making something has an evening this bad. It doesn't mean the work is over, it just means you're tired. Throw the pick away, then rest until you're right. Throw the pick away, you're allowed to be this was 1:15, take 41. I wasn't even trying. My hand went where it wanted, and the whole thing started flying. The bar that I had wrestled with for weeks just walked right through, and I sat there with my mouth half open, wondering what I'd do. There it was, no warning sound. After all that pushing it right when I let down, something clicked and I felt the whole thing turn. Every wasted evening was a step I had to earn. It wasn't a reward, it was a thing my hands had grown. Something clicked and now the phrase is mine to own. I ran it back to check if it was luck or if it stayed, and it came out twice more, sounding like a thing that I had made. The room felt suddenly enormous, and the white looked warm and bright, and I laughed out loud at nobody at 1:15 at night. There it was, no warning sound. After all that pushing it right when I let down, something clicked and I felt the whole thing turn. Every wasted evening was a step I had to earn. It wasn't a reward, it was a thing my hands had grown. Something clicked and now the phrase is mine to own. It never comes the night you beg for it, it never comes on cue. It comes the 100th ordinary time you simply follow through. Nothing was wasted, not a single run. The 40 takes before were how the 41st was won. Something clicked and I felt the whole thing turn. Every wasted evening was a step I had to earn. It wasn't a reward, it was a thing my hands had grown. Something clicked and now the phrase is mine to own. Something clicked and I felt the whole thing turn. Every wasted evening was a step I had to earn. It wasn't a reward, it was a thing my hands had grown. Something clicked and now the phrase is mine to own. And now the phrase is mine to own. Something clicked. Play it one more time. For years I've worn other players' tone like borrowed clothes, copied every bend and every pause that someone chose. I learned it well enough to fool a person in a room, but I always heard the seams in everything I do. Then last night it came out strange, slightly wrong in mine, and I would not have changed a thing. That was my sound, I have never heard it named. It's a little rough around the edges, and I want it that way. No one taught it to me, no one made it in advance. That was my sound, and I know it when it lands. It's built from every accident I never meant to After all the copying, when copying is over, that was my sound. I have never heard it named. It's a little rough around the edges, and I want it that way. No one taught it to me, no one made it in advance. That was my sound, and I know it when it lands. That was my sound. I have never heard it named. It's a little rough around the edges, and I want it that way. No one taught it to me, no one made it in advance. That was my sound, and I know it when it lands. I know it when it lands. That was my sound. Play it again. No one gave me a reason to keep going after 10. No one's waiting on a record, no one's asking for it again. The room won't clap and won't complain, it's neutral as a wall. And I've decided that's the finest audience of all. Not for numbers, not for eyes, just because the sound exists and wants to be alive. Played anyway, with nobody in the room. Play it for the hour and the ache and the perfume. The reason was never out there waiting to arrive. Played anyway, that's how it stays alive. Some days the sound is glorious, some days it's plainly rough. And either way I'm sitting here at 10 past midnight showing up. That's the only discipline that ever moved the needle. Not the fire, not the flash, the boring faithful people. Not for numbers, not for eyes, just because the sound exists and wants to be alive. Played anyway, with nobody in the room. Play it for the hour and the ache and the perfume. The reason was never out there waiting to arrive. Played anyway, that's how it stays alive. You wait to feel deserving of the hours that you spend, but nobody has ever handed permission in the end. You to hum. This white square was a cradle, and it's finished being one. Something in here wants to go. The sound has outgrown everything I know. The room is too small, I can feel it in the air. Every note I'm making now is looking for somewhere. It isn't that I hate it, it's that I've used up the space. The room is too small, I need a bigger place. I built my whole technique inside four walls and one dim light, and it gave me every hour that I needed to get right. But a sound that only ever hits a wall comes back the same. Now I wanna hear it landing somewhere that I cannot name. Something in here wants to go. The sound has outgrown everything I know. The room is too small, I can feel it in the air. Every note I'm making now is looking for somewhere. It isn't that I hate it, it's that I've used up the space. The room is too small, I need a bigger place. The shelter that protected you will one day be lit, and knowing when to leave it is the bravest thing you did. Say thank you to the walls and to the floor, then set your hand upon the window, not the door. The room is too small, I can feel it in the air. Every note I'm making now is looking for somewhere. It isn't that I hate it, it's that I've used up the space. The room is too small, I need a bigger place. The room is too small, I can feel it in the air. Every note I'm making now is looking for somewhere. It isn't that I hate it, it's that I've used up the space. The room is too small, I need a bigger place. I need a bigger place. The room is too small. The latch has been painted shut since somewhere back in spring. I never once had a reason to disturb the smallest thing, but tonight the room won't hold it, and my hands are on the frame, and the paint gives out a crack, and nothing here will be the same. Cold air on my face at last. Everything I made in here is going out and passing. Open the window, let the hot thing spill outside. Let it run along the pavement in the corners of the night. I don't need somebody catching it, I just need it to leave. Open the window, that's all I ever need. A dog barks in the alley and a scooter starts to go. The street sends back its ordinary noise, and it's not a no. My sound is one more thing out there among the living sound, and that is the whole prize I wanted, and it's found. Cold air on my face at last. Everything I made in here Somebody stopped below the window in the middle of a street. They didn't wave, they didn't knock, they only stood to listen. That might be 4 bars later, they were gone and I don't know their face, but the sound went out the window and it landed somewhere safe. It went further than the wall. For the first time in a year, it went at all. Loud enough to reach, I finally hit the edge. Everything I built in here has climbed up on the ledge. It wasn't luck arriving, it was volume made of years. Loud enough to reach the outside, finally here. I didn't change the plan. I only got so certain that the shaking left my hand. Conviction is a kind of volume nobody can fake. It's just 1,000 quiet hours that decided not to break. It went further than the wall. For the first time in a year, it went all. Loud enough to reach, I finally hit the edge. Everything I built in here has climbed up on the ledge. It wasn't luck arriving, it was volume made of years. Loud enough to reach the outside, finally hears. Someone opens wide, but mostly it's a sound that got too big to keep inside. Nobody let me in, I got too loud. The room could not contain it, so it wandered to the crowd. Loud enough to reach, I finally hit the edge. Everything I built in here is climbed up on the ledge. It wasn't luck arriving, it was volume made of years. Loud enough to reach the outside, finally here. Loud enough to reach, I finally hit the edge. Everything I built in here is climbed up on the ledge. It wasn't luck arriving, it was volume made of years. Loud enough to reach the outside, finally hears. The outside, finally hears. The outside, finally hears. Loud enough to reach, and I keep playing The window's standing open and the amp is running low. The pedals on the floorboards have been swept into a row. There's paint across the whiteness and a chain beside the door, and one more song still sitting in my hands before I go. Nobody's calling out, so I'm going to give the encore to the one who stuck it out. Encore for one, this last one's mine to keep. For the girl who kept on showing up at half-past 1 asleep. Nobody applauding and I don't require a sound. Encore for one, I'm the crowd. I didn't get discovered and the room stayed mostly bare, but the sound that leaves this window is a thing that wasn't there. That is the entire miracle. There isn't any more. Something that did not exist is walking out the door. Nobody's calling out, so I'm going to give the encore to the one who stuck Play the last one for yourself. You have earned the whole of it. Encore for one, this last one's mine to keep. For the girl who kept on showing